Do you ever wonder as you wander through the wilderness, how does nature find its food?
Hi everyone, it's Carrie from the Wilderness Center, and today we're talking all about food. All living things need food to get their energy so they can live and move and grow. But when you're out here in the wilderness, surrounded by living things, do you ever wonder where they get their energy?
Let's start at the very beginning, the sun. The sun provides the energy that keeps all of us moving and grooving. It does this by providing exactly what the first stop on our food web tour needs to get its food.
Plants are known as producers. They produce their own energy by making their own food using the sunlight to make sugars right in their own green parts. How amazing would it be if we could just stand in the sun and make and eat our own sugar? In fact, if you can name any green plant, you can name a producer.
These plants provide the food for our next stop along the food web, and lots of different organisms eat plants. Some animals eat only plants. We call them herbivores, and they are our first type of consumers. I bet you can find some in your backyard, probably even eating your garden or snacking on your flower beds. Let's keep it real, folks. There are lots of animals that like to eat other animals. Think of an owl catching a mouse. Animals that eat only other animals are called carnivores. But sometimes animals like to eat plants as well as other animals.
Some types of animals like to eat plants and meat. Those types of consumers are called omnivores. And in fact, if you've ever eaten a pepperoni pizza or a hot dog on a bun, you're an omnivore.
Take a look at these leaves. Last summer they were full of life, but now their season of life has ended. This happens for all living things. And what would happen if every autumn the leaves fell and piled up? We'd be swimming in dead leaves. Thankfully, we have one more stop on our food web tour.
We've arrived at decomposers. A decomposer is something that can take dead material, like leaves, and turn it into itty-bitty pieces so small that they become useful nutrients to go back into the ecosystem.
Some of my favorite decomposers are mushrooms and worms. And just think, if you eat mushrooms on your pepperoni pizza, you are eating a producer, a consumer, and a decomposer.
Here's a challenge for you. Take a walk outside. Head to your backyard, a park, or a favorite nature trail and see if you can find all the different parts of the food web that we've talked about today. Producers, consumers, and decomposers.
Look high and low and ask yourself a question. How would this place look different if there were no decomposers? What would life be like without any producers? Take a good long walk. Think good hard science thoughts, and when you get home, replace all that spent energy with a food web pizza.
And if you've got any leftovers, save them for next time when we wander and wonder through the wilderness again.